Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. With that, we send you up to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Standing by our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. From up top next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And folks, we were already excited for this game, and then before the contest, you and I are down on the field outside the white line.
Yes, we were following the rules.
We were following the rules, and a ball comes over our direction, but we can't see it. Somebody yells heads up, and instinctively you turn around and you snare it one-handed with your off left hand. So now we're really ready for football.
No gloves either.
No gloves.
No gloves. Not like what the guys are wearing playing the game now. But wasn't that a whole lot better than that time we were down there? And I got the coffee spilled on me when I got nailed by the punt returner.
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yes, a much better job of being heads up this time. Thank you for the notice.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
Forget the measurables. His temperament, which is so even-keeled, often masks a burning desire to win and perform. This guy takes it seriously when he lines up to play, and usually he puts on a nice performance.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Let's go, D.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Cousins. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. And the offensive starters for the Vikings.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Cousins gives way to Cook. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Jaworski Tartt came out of Samford University in Alabama, and he is a guy who is an absolute flash at the safety position.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Push him back.
Play fake. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Stop your whining.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're a backup to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A nice pickup on first down, 7 yards.
Second and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Here we go. 180! 54!
Watch the flat.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here we go.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. It's out, baby. That's big out.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Like 20!
55. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. The Sanders has got it, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back to you.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
That's how we do, D.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 1st down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Bailey's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 27. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here we go,
a loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And yet again, it's Garoppolo.
Here we go. Here we go.
He's going to air one out. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Right there, 56. Target.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And the catch made by Johnson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play.
It's your first drive of the 2nd half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And shutting him off, now open field. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 13 yards out, and the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Garoppolo now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. A good pickup there at 22. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the screen. Pass.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
54, line 54. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Stay hot!
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's got it.
Go ahead.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Garoppolo again. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Garoppolo's pass complete to Emmanuel Sanders. Touchdown, San Francisco.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get that quarterback and all.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Strip the ball.
Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. That time a 6-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down 24-21, less than 90 seconds to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch 54. I don't even know why this team showed up.
They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Go ahead.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Let's go. Hurry.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shamar Stephen in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Garoppolo. This is caught. And they correct. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other.
Here we go. 180.
Watch the run.
He's got that.
Play action. Garoppolo. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Shamar Stephen, his 2nd sack of the night. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Garoppolo now. And that's complete to Sanders. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here we go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And give him a gain of 37. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Coleman now. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis.